Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation for my system admin assignment project, and today I will walk you through three key aspects of this project. So the first is the configuration file for the Telegraf, which includes the chosen metrics and explanations for the configurations, and the second one would be the data collected in InfluxDB, which highlights the table and insights. And lastly would be the Grafana dashboard, which showcase the real-time graph of the collected metrics. So let's get started. So I will be first showing the Telegraf config file. So I have enabled a few of the matrices. So the first would be the inputs.cpu. So for this matrix, it will show about the it will read the CPU usage of the system. And next, it will be the inputs.disk, where it will read the metrics about the disk usage by the mount point. And then third one would be the inputs.diskio, where it reads the metrics about the disk IO by the device. After that will be the inputs.mem, where will be reading the metrics about the system memory usage. The inputs.swap, which will be reading the metrics about the swap memory usage. Inputs.system, where it will read the metrics about the system load and uptime. And also the inputs.net. So for this, it will gather the metrics about the network interface. And for the interface, I have configured it to be using ENP0S3. So that's all for the metrics that I have enabled and to retrieve from Telegraf. And the next one, the configuration that I did in Telegraf is the configuration to output to the InfluxDB. Let's go there now. Okay. So this is the configuration that I did to the outputs.influxdb. So since I'm using InfluxDB version 2, so I'll be using the URLs and whatnot. So it will be sent to localhost at 8086. And the token for authentication, which is the API of the InfluxDB. So I've created the API in the InfluxDB and I've pasted it here. And for the organization and bucket, it's also something that I've created in the InfluxDB so that it's know which location it's supposed to store the data in. So that's all for the configuration that I did in Telegraf, and now I will be showcasing the InfluxDB data. Okay, so let's exit this. So the first matrix will be the CPU. So this is all the data from the CPU matrix. And next I will be showing the disk IO matrix. So these are all the data, the read write of the disk of the system. And then the third one will be the memory usage, the memory matrix. So these are all the data. Then after that would be the network matrix. So it's the data receive and data send. And then after that would be the swap matrix. So these are all the data for the swap matrix. And lastly will be the system matrix. So this is the load and uptime of the system data. So that's all for the data for the InfluxDB. And next I will be showcasing the Grafana dashboard. So let me switch my screen to that. Okay, so this will be the dashboard for the Grafana. And I have already set up 6 different matrices into these dashboards. So the first one would be the CPU usage. So for this, it will show how much CPU is being used by the user and the system processes over time. And it can help to identify if the system is under heavy load or not. So the second one would be the system load average, where it will display the average number of processes waiting for CPU resources. The higher the value, it indicates that the system might be overloaded. So the third one would be the memory usage, where it tracks the percentage of the memory use versus the available to show how much to show that the system have enough memory for the applications. And also the fourth one would be the memory distribution, where it breaks down the memory into use, free, and cache to show how the system allocate its resources. So the fifth matrix will be the network utilization, where this graph shows the network traffic, and it is showing how much data is being sent and received on the network interface. And the last one would be the disk usage, where it tracks how much data is being read from or returned to the disk, and thus helping to identify storage performance issue. So that's basically all for my presentation today. Thank you for watching.